Hey guys, what's going on? I just wanted to announce my next build, and I just want to say that it is not a prop. It is not a movie prop. I'm going to be trying to expand my YouTube channel a little bit to do other stuff, just because I think I can improve my editing skills and things like that. Just kind of try to expand my skill set from always shooting in my basement to shooting other places and stuff like that. Anyways, I'll go more into the detail about my thoughts on that at the end of the video after I've kind of revealed here. Like I said before, this is not a prop, but there's a caveat to that, and I will explain that in just a moment. Alright, this is it. This is a 1979 Honda CM400T. The T stands for tachometer, because this one has a tachometer. Not all of them do. There are the CM400A, I want to say there's an E, and I think there's another one. I can't remember it off the top of my head. But this is it. I'm pretty excited about it. It's not a prop, but this is the same model of motorcycle that Prince drove in Purple Rain. And I'm not going to be making that. It was, purple, had this crazy big high seat on it, and I'm not doing that. Don't even ask. Let me take you on a tour. So this has front disc brakes, which is nice. I like having disc brakes, at least on the front, because that's the one that gets used the most. I feel like they work a little bit better. I think on the back it's got a drum brake. Yeah, that's a drum brake. We got a little tear in the seat, but that's okay. Eventually I'm going to replace the seat. I'll probably just tape over it for the immediate future so I can keep the moisture from getting in there and making it worse. It's dirty. I've been pulling pine needles off of it because it was parked under a pine tree for a while. They're everywhere, and it's just dirty. But there's the gauge cluster. The shifter here is bent, and that's from when we moved it. We had it in the back of a moving truck, and it fell over en route, and so I've got to bend that back in place. I'm probably gonna have to take the carbs off and rebuild them because the petcock here was left open, and so there's still gas in this tank. It probably got in there. It's probably gummed it all up, so I'll probably have to take it apart and clean it. I don't think it'll need a rebuild because my friend who gave me this, he rebuilt the carb not that long ago, so it's probably fine. But it definitely needs to be washed. Look at that. I don't know what's rust and what's mud at this point, the bottom, but it's filthy. Probably going to replace the chain. I know that's a pretty standard thing to replace on a old bike. The saddlebags are going to go. This high back is hideous. Going to go. As a matter of fact, I might do that today. Pine needles. Alright, so my plan is to go 3 phases. Phase 1 is to clean it up and get it to work, just bare minimum. I know for a fact the battery has to be replaced. I've already pulled the battery out of it. I'll do things like, I'm going to wash it, I'm going to patch up that seat so it doesn't get any worse. Basically the point is just to get it to a state where I could actually use it, where I could actually ride it. Second phase is going to be like upgrading things. I know a lot of electrical systems on these things, these older motorcycles can do with a rework, and it really helps them out. Replacing the rectifier, probably rebuilding the front forks. A lot of times the seals in those have gone bad from what I've read. And then the third phase will be more like the customizing. It'll be more the fun stuff. It'll be more like, you know, maybe I'll strip the paint off the gas tank and repaint it, or do some sort of treatment, replace the handlebars with something that isn't like riding a tricycle. You know, maybe I'll do a cafe mod type thing, you know, replace the seat with something a little bit more low slung and a little bit thinner. Just make it a little bit more sleek. Hide the battery box and things like that. So anyways, that's the plan, that's the ideas. Let me know, what do you think? This is not going to be something I post on the RPF, obviously, because it's not a prop. It will be on my YouTube channel, but it's not going to be labeled as a prop. I'll have it, you know, clearly labeled. Props will still be labeled as Prop Chop Shop, and yeah, that's how it's going to go. All right, so just to give you some idea of where I'm coming from with the motorcycle, a friend of mine gave me the motorcycle. He was going to throw it away. He was going to send it to a junkyard and scrap it. I'm like, I was just right place, right time. I was like, I'll take it. If you want to get rid of it, I'll come get it. So that's how I acquired the motorcycle. I didn't pay a penny for it, which is nice, because, you know, spending money at this time on things like motorcycles is kind of frivolous, I think. It will be a little tricky, probably getting certain things because of the COVID-19 stuff. I do know that I'll have to buy a battery, which I'll probably have to go to a shop to do that. I have no idea if the shops that are going to have batteries are going to be open. We'll see. But I know baseline, that is something I need to do. So, about the videos and like why I wanted to expand into doing other things, not prop related. The whole idea of me making videos was all about learning, not just for myself, but for other people. I remember when I first started, I was trying to figure out how to restore a grenade, and I couldn't find like hardly any information on it. And so I thought, well, if nobody's ever really done this, then maybe I'll document what I do. That does not mean I've ever wanted to make how-to videos. I still don't do how-to videos. But you can still glean a lot of information from the videos. I do more of a documentary of what I'm doing, and I talk about what I'm doing. It doesn't mean it's the only way to do it. By all means, there are many ways to do a lot of the things that I do. It's just I do them that way because of knowledge that I've acquired or tools that I happen to have. Maybe it's a limitation that I have. Whatever reason, that's the reason. Whatever reason it might be is why I would do something. You know, it could be any number of things. Another reason why is I've always had an interest in like filmmaking. Obviously I collect movie props, so there's that side of it, but like that's kind of why I started the videos. Is I wanted to learn how to edit, I wanted to learn how to frame shots, I want to learn how to tell a story through filmmaking. And so I feel like I've been a little bit limited in just doing props. I'm pretty much always in the basement. It's kind of difficult to do that filming down there because I'm kind of in a small area. So, you know, setting up a tripod and getting the light right and the microphone pointed the right way and all that is, you know, I kind of just want to be able to expand what I can do, get further shots, and, you know, try different things in editing because I have different kinds of shots. So for me, it's also learning about the whole filmmaking and editing and the whole process of making a story. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. So the videos are not probably just going to be props and then this motorcycle. I'll probably move into other things. And other things I might do are just other hobbies I have, like the fish tanks. I might go into what I'm doing there. This fish tank's going to get a huge upgrade. I have another small fish tank because I have these little jerk fish in here that have to be separated, and so I have to build a stand for it. So I'm probably going to do a video on building the stand, which, you know, I'm not a professional woodworker. I don't make furniture or even do any sort of carpentry. I just kind of have some saws and, you know, I'm a hobbyist. So I'm going to still film my progress, film my, you know, and document what I'm doing and use it as a learning opportunity. Maybe people can chime in and give me tips and I can learn something from that. Also, same thing with the motorcycle. Like, I've never worked on a motorcycle before. I don't know how to do it. I'm going to do research and I'm going to figure it out. That's all. It's basically all I want to do is I'm going to set myself to a task. I'm going to figure it out. Also, just so you know, like a lot of times my absences between videos, I'm doing stuff like for my other hobbies or other chores and things like that. And so I thought maybe, you know, I could do that. Maybe I can figure out ways to incorporate those things. I'm probably not going to inundate everybody with like really boring stuff, but anything I think might be interesting, or knowledge that I could transfer, or different kinds of filming techniques or shots I could do, I'll probably do some work with that. All right, guys, let me know what you think of the motorcycle. I think it's cool. I think it's gonna be a fun project for more than one way. Be cool to shoot different kinds of video. Be cool to have a different kind of project to work on. Yeah, and it's not that I'm gonna stop working on props, because I'm not. I've got a stack of stuff to do still. But I do run out of workbench space a lot, and this is something that actually doesn't fit in the garage and doesn't fit on the workbench, so I have to work on it out here when the weather's nice. So anyways, expect more of that content. All right, until the next video, guys.